Hello, everybody. How are we doing?
Hi, hi, hi.
Hello. Doing pretty well. How are you? Oh, he got the wine glass out.
The- okay, and it's full. I am done.
It's not full. Don't do that. It's not full.
So it's gonna be
It's
that kind of episode. Okay,
it's it's more full than what they give you at the restaurant.
that part.
The beauty about it is that I'm at home, so I'm not driving and I'm not paying for it. Hallelujah.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
And you better have your own version of communion.
There we go.
Glory to God. Glory to God. The communion will bless you. Will bless your life. Glory. Anyway, but we're gonna get right into today's episode. Take it away, Ali.
All right. So this segment is our Bros Chat segment, and what we're going to talk about with this segment is mixing business with our loved ones. Uh yeah. I'm kind of curious to see where this conversation is going to go, because I'm pretty sure we've all kind of experienced it in some way, shape, or form. So I'm really interested to kind of go and see where this episode takes us. So would you like to start, Randy? I mean, since you're the older brother, I'll let you go ahead and start first.
Age before beauty. Go ahead.
There we go.
Ha! This is age and beauty. It's like fine wine that she's drinking.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
not mad
this.
at you. Go ahead. You better be confident. Go ahead.
So you said working with loved ones.
Mixing business with loved ones, basically.
So I mean it's a trick question because it just kind of depends on, first of all, who the person is and the maturity level of the relationship that you guys have when it comes to mixing business with loved ones. Because
Mhm.
your loved ones, a lot of times, they're either going to how me and Devon have experienced this. They can sometimes take advantage of you. They can sometimes not do the things that they need to do because of the fact that they are your family
Mhm.
or your loved ones. So you have to play it easy. Like you have to have the mindset to know, okay, when we do this, this is business. This has nothing to do how I feel about you as being blood or my family or whatever. This has everything to do with the lifeline of this business or whatever it is that we're embarking on. So if the mindset is clear and it's understood from the get-go, then there shouldn't be any problems. But a lot of times the mindset is not, everyone's so excited. It's like, oh my gosh, we have this business adventure and completely skip over, are we mentally ready for this? Are we really ready to take it to that level until stuff hits the fan? And then it's like, oh, well, I'm not emotionally mature enough for this right now. So it really plays with the mindset. So it really has to deal with, are you mentally mature enough to handle working together with your loved ones, because they can drive you to drink.
You made a point
Amen
that I
to
want
that.
to touch on. So when you talked about you and Devon experiencing mixing business with loved ones, you mentioned taking advantage. Who took advantage of who in that situation?
Oh, he's trying to spill tea for real. Oh,
I just asked a question.
It wasn't us.
Okay.
It was a
Okay.
third party taking advantage of us and
Okay.
different things of that nature. But they were still family, if
Family.
that makes sense. But you know,
And
don't get messy.
I'm not. I was just asking you a question because you made that.
that part. He's trying to pull all the tea out. Like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You're trying to cause problems.
I was
And that's
just
the first
curious.
thing I said, and that's all you focused on.
I'm
Well, it was
weak.
all but and I mean, I think for me, I had to just piggyback off of what you just said because it is true. You have to be emotionally capable of separating the whole fact of this is business and this is family, and whatever it's time to work, we work. Whenever it's time to play, we play. So a lot of people kind of misconstrued those two lanes, and it kind of intertwines because yes, it's family. However, once those parameters are defined, it should be just that, and then going from there. And I think for me, with a cultural thing, being from Jamaica, I know a lot of small businesses, so to speak, or well, even big businesses. Um, they do typically have a lot of their family members in their business. And one of the thing is, not come on, Rolly, with it.
Exactly. Messy. Messy.
I'm
And
mad we had to go to Wendy Williams though. I'm like
all
anybody we could get Oprah, we could get nobody but Wendy.
so
Well, Oprah's
one of the
not
things
that
was like,
messy.
True.
who, Oprah?
Yeah.
I
Gail is the messy one.
there she go. But yeah, so a lot of people so small businesses back in Caribbean countries, they typically incorporate a lot of their families in it because families is it's a backbone thing for a lot of small businesses back home. So like if let's for instance, my mom had a business and it was a family business really, and they would be the ones to run the day-to-day operations because mom was at work. So we had a lot of that, and that way it kind of worked out because everyone benefited from that business. And then some places, big corporations in Jamaica, it might be Williams and Son or something like that. So they can generate some generational wealth in some aspect of it, and then they do it that way. But I think it's also having to do with the father running it and then making sure that the son knows, hey, after this time, you're gonna have to take over. So they're not necessarily simultaneously running it at the same time.
I'm gonna take
So,
this a different direction. Or you done? I'm sorry, go ahead.
so I was gonna say that's just basically my spin on it to a certain deal where it can be a good thing once the parameters are set, and then but it can also be detrimental because it's gonna be like, well, it's my mom's business. I don't have to do nothing today. I'm just gonna chill. Or I can just walk around and tell everybody else what to do and not necessarily pull my leg of the weight. So DJ, I know you're ready to chime in, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you do that.
So first of all, I'm mad that the cup that Brady has is bigger than his head when he picked it up to sip. Where in the devil did you get this cup? Like,
Oh,
I,
this is the smaller one. There's a bigger one.
okay, so hopefully there's water in that mug. Anyway, so I'm gonna take this a different direction. So I'm gonna do the spouse version as far as working with families. So for me, this is why I believe in prenups. Prenups are important
Interesting.
because going into business, people start off lovey-dovey. We love each other. Yes, we're gonna stay together forever. But then, down the line, when Satan decided wants to pop his ugly head out and the person change on you, you need a prenup. So if you're going, so my personal opinion, if you're going to business with somebody that you know is a spouse, that's still considered family in my book. Get you a prenup. You don't have to have a whole lot of money. Just get you a good prenup. Write out what's mine is mine, what's yours is yours. I mean, you can still, as you pay bills, you can still, pay bills together or however you want to handle it. I'm just a firm believer, you ain't about to run my business to the ground. You sit with a box on the side of the street. I'm just saying. My man did not say prenup. Yes, I said prenup because you know what? At the end of the day, I worked hard for what I got. Okay, and I love, hopefully. I think people have a negative connotation when they think prenup. They think, oh, you're preparing for the end or you're expecting the end. No, you're a realist because at the end of the day, things happen. We want things to last forever, but hey, situations happen. Hey, Mama Tracy, how you doing? I did you shout out right quick. Things happen. So yes,
I
I
mean,
need to.
a prenup is like an insurance agreement. It's to protect you as well as to protect me. So it's a mutual agreement. So a lot of times, there's a negative connotation on prenuptial agreements, but
Mhm.
why? Unless you are a gold digger or
That
unless
part.
you are, a person who is an opportunist, and that's the only reason why you're in that relationship. If you're not, then it shouldn't bother you. And that's my tea.
Okay, sign on the dotted line. That's what I need for both of us to do. Okay, sign on the dotted line. Okay, Eric
Hey,
said,
Take
"Oh
that
my,
money.
I
exactly."
completely agree with you guys as it relates to the prenup, but I think it's just a negative connotation that comes with it. And I think I'm probably a part of that stigma that like, oh, well, you say, okay, let's get married, but you come to me with a prenup. It's like the first thing that's gonna come to mind is like, okay, is it that you don't trust me? Or are we preparing for the worst, like you said, DJ? So it's just those kind of mentality that we've been conditioned to think if someone presents you with a prenup, think of it as a bad thing. So
Well,
it's
Mhm.
it also depends on how it's presented to you. If
That part.
it's you two with your lawyers, or you two, if it's just okay, hey, I say I do, now,
I don't.
The next thing you get is a piece of paper in the mail that says, sign this prenuptial agreement. That, that's underhanded. That's the wrong way to do it. But if it's done in the proper way, then there shouldn't be that back of the head, like, okay, do you not trust me? Is there there shouldn't be any of that, because all of that would have come out up front as to why we're doing this, what this is for, and how it benefits both of us.
Yeah, because you hit it on the nail, Randy, because my whole thing is presentation. You can present somebody a bunch of roses, but if you present it on a trash list, it's still a trash. It's still trash. It's still not a pretty presentation. It's all in how you deliver. That's a conversation we're going to have, months, a good minute before the wedding comes, before I say I do, really before the ring goes on the finger with it. So how do you feel about, signing on that dotted line? Because, you got your things you're working on. I got my things I'm working on. At the end of the day, Divine Not Devin, my brand will outstand nobody, anybody. I don't care who it is. And at the end of the day, nobody's going to take that from me. So, you'll have, if you didn't work half of it or help me, to build half of it, sorry about it. I'm just being real. I think that people
again, it goes to that mental.
I like that concept of it. And it also goes back to show like the level of conversations that you should be having before you get into something completely serious with for like a marriage. In order for you to be proposing to someone and doing all that, you're supposed to know what are some of the stuff that works for that person.
Exactly.
Like have a conversation about kids. How do you feel about marriage? How do you feel about having a big family or a small family? How do you feel about vacationing? Like, how do you feel about a prenup? How do you feel about a joint account? Those are conversations that should have consistently been going on even before you get to the point of, oh my God, I want to marry you. But then you guys get married and then you're like, oh, I don't want to deal with a prenup, or I don't want to have kids, or
exactly.
I want a house. I want a townhouse. I don't want a tradition. So those kind of stuff. And that last comment, nothing is wrong with preparing for the worst. Can you pull that back up, DJ? Yeah.
Preach on, my brother. Preach on.
I understand nothing is wrong with preparing for the worst. However, if we're getting married and you're already being pessimistic, it's gonna rub me the wrong way. It's like, okay, yeah.
We weren't meant to be. I'm just like, go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's right. Is it that you're already doubting something that hasn't even happened yet? Marriage is for better or for worse. So you got to deal with the good, the bad, the ugly, and the in between. So preparing for the worst is something that you deal with as it comes along. So I just don't think you should be preparing for it at the beginning of something that's supposed to be so beautiful. I just don't agree with that. So it all goes back to presentation, like you guys said. Any final words on that?
Can I say one last thing, and then we're gonna let Randy move on to the Benjamin for a thought.
I mean, I did ask if there's any other words on it, but
Lord help us, Jesus. I'm trying to act right. Anyway, so hold on a second. I think Tiffany's chiming in. Are you preparing for the worst? We can start. Okay, hold on, Tiffany, because she's coming for me. Hold on a second. So it's not so much preparing for the worst, and see, that's my thing. If you're having the right conversations with people before you put a ring on it, this is not an issue when we both show up with our lawyers to sign the dotted line. Because for me, here's the thing about me. I'm already speaking into my future. I'm gonna have business. I'm gonna be a multimillionaire. My spouse is gonna be a multimillionaire. We're gonna both have our individual businesses. We're both gonna have things that we're doing together and separately. So for me to believe and trust that whoever I'm bringing into my life is there for the right reasons, you shouldn't have a problem with signing a piece of paper. And if that's an issue, then we're not gonna make it to me putting a ring on your finger because that you need to sign this paper. I'm sorry. I'm signing it for you because I'm not trying to take your stuff. And you're signing it for me because you're not taking mine. Let the church say amen. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ali.
I got a burning question. Do you have something to say, Randy? Because I got a burning question.
No, we've run out of time on your segment, but you can ask your question.
Last question, and we're gonna wrap it up.
All right, I took a left.
DJ, since you're gonna be a multi-millionaire, do you really have to work since you're already gonna be rich? Because can you just take care of our brother?
Randy, you might as well go ahead and take us to the next step because he done tried it.
That's what you stopped me for?
Ooh.
Anyway, moving on.
Supposed to be brothers.
So, Benjamin, for your thought.
Thought.
Yes. So Ali came up with this 2-page paper for me to read.
And I saw it on Instagram, and I thought it would be a good conversation. So there
It's still 2 pages, so bear with me. I shortened it a little. So it says,
we go.
an African man from Kumwape is on the verge of losing his longtime girlfriend unless he pays her $40 million. The man had taken his girlfriend's $10K that she left at his house to play a bet that spanned for about 2 days. He promised to pay her back the $10K very soon. Luckily for him, the bet came through and he won $100 million. Excited about the news, he shares the good news with his girlfriend, as she demanded $40 million since he won it with her money. The man refused and said that he promised to give her back the $10K that he borrowed, and explained that the money is going into his business and that he can only afford to give her $5 million. The girlfriend feels cheated and decided that maybe this relationship just isn't for her, since he refused to give her the $40 million that she's asking for. The guy is now in a dilemma because he doesn't want to lose his girlfriend, but he also doesn't want to give her $40 million. So what is your take on the matter, and what would you do if this was you?
Gold digger. I'm sorry.
This goes back in what we were just talking about, so it ties right in.
I want to ask a question.
Devon. I said we'll start with you, Devon.
Okay, so first I got to ask a question. So the 10,000 that he used to place the bet, they had a conversation where she agreed for him to use that money for the bet, right?
No, she forgot that she left it there.
So she doesn't know that he used the money.
He used the money without her knowing.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, I think it's a situation where she spent the night and she probably left her purse or something. And with her leaving her purse, she had $10,000 in it, and he went ahead and used the $10,000 to place the bet. And then I guess she had probably asked about it or asked for it, and he said, "Hey, I used it. I'm gonna give it back to you at some point." So that's how that conversation went. He had agreed to pay her $10,000 back. But
my question is, why she got $10,000 just sitting in her purse?
That part.
This is an African country. It's not 10,000 US dollars. So $10,000 to them might not be anything, versus $10,000 to us on a smaller. I mean, it's not like a whole bunch of money, but I'll take it if anyone out there want to give me $10,000. Just saying. But
I'll put my cash up in the comment section.
I do Zelle, so thank you. But
that works too.
I think she's a gold digger, honestly, because the mere fact is.
So hold on. I was supposed to talk first. You cut me all off. Hold on a second. Let me come back to you. Since we come up with people. Anyway, so that changed my opinion drastically, because at first I thought they had an initial conversation and she agreed that, you can use this 10,000 to, go you do this bet. Now I understand why mama's in her feelings. Because at first I was all, she ain't messing with a broke, what, I ain't saying she'll go, she was all up in that song. But if you just use my money and, now going back to the why did she leave $10,000, I don't know. But if you just use my money, you make a coin right quick, I want my half. Like, I get why she's asking. I don't remember how much did he make?
He made $100 million.
Oh, I need my half. So forget the 40. I need the 50, and I need my half. Like, she was nice giving that little tip of the 10. I need my half. I'm sorry. Like, I mean, if it was my money and I didn't even let you use my money, I need my half. Thank you. Run as T.F. Madison. Run me my money. Run me my money. Run me my money. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
See, my thing with that is
a stealing fee.
That is stealing fee. First of all, she's stupid. That's my thing right out the bat. She's stupid if she's gonna walk away from a man that has $100 million. You stupid. First thing. However, she wants $40 million, and he can't give her the $40 million because he wants to invest in his business, but he's gonna give homegirl $5 million First of all, he agreed to give her back her $10,000 and she was fine with that until he told her what he won. He was the one who decided to come up with the bet. So her $10,000, if she didn't have the win and bet numbers, that it would not have mattered. I don't think she deserved half. That's just my period. However, she's stupid because guess what? You get $5 million right now. Girl, go bank that $5 million and then come back to the man. Y'all get a house. Y'all have some kids for that man. You will be guaranteed to get more than that 40 million that you're currently asking for. I mean, hey, have some kids for that man, right? And then when the man takes the rest of the money and invests in a business, get married to him. You're
How do we
gonna
get to
be
the
part of
kids?
all that because she's gonna secure the bag with kids. That's 18 years she's gonna be with him. Come on, think about it. You gotta think long term, homegirl. You can't think here
Hashtag
and now.
gold digger.
Fully.
I don't think
Lessons
it's
from the original gold digger.
I think they were already together for a long time. So why walk away because he's not giving you $40 million? She's a gold digger because she's not getting $40 million. So clearly it's not him that she loves. It's the money that's appealing to her. Stay with that man. And if you want 40 million, like if she's smart enough, she can get more than that $40 million if she sticks with that man. Think about it. Just think about it.
So a few different ways to look at it. I love that everybody has their own opinion, but I look at it as, okay, you technically stole $10,000 from me because you didn't let me know. So that's the first mistake that you did. And then, you took my money and betted it in something. You could have lost my money.
Okay.
But the fact that you did make money, I want all my money. You keep the 10K, run me my money. Because
The
you
10K
used my
is your money.
If it hadn't have been for my money, you wouldn't have made nothing.
Say it again for the
No,
people in the back. Preach on. Preach on. Say it again for the people in the back.
However,
Preach.
if it wasn't for him placing that bet that he came up with, there would not have been $100 million.
You still stole my money. You should have asked me first. If you would have asked me, this would have been a different conversation. But you stole my money. I want my money.
Shut up. Preach that thing. Bishop is coming through right now. Come through, Bishop. Come through.
Somebody said, how do I call in on this show?
There's a difference between asking and stealing. You ask, then we're having a conversation. This is now a business deal. I get it. But you just stole my money that I left at your house. I want all my money.
Anything.
I'm not that we're trying to get passive income and Ali trying to get residual.
Anything.
I'm not that these thinking about residual income. We think about passive income. We just trying to get the money right now because hey, we gotta have that.
See, and that's the problem with y'all. Y'all just keep thinking about the here and now. You gotta think long term, be strategic, be forward thinking.
If you give me all my money, what I need long term for, because I can go and do what I need to do with it.
But you're not gonna get all the money
My
because it's not in your name.
My business.
Legally, he's only authorized to give her back $10,000 that he owes her. That's it. Period. $10,000.
And legally, I can sue him for all he's worth because
Go
he
ahead
stole
and try,
my money.
How you gonna steal something that's at your house? Dude, it's at my house. Anything at my house that I pay the bill for belongs to me. So,
okay, you keep that mindset. That's when you get sued one day. I'm just saying, keep that mindset. That's what get you sued and locked up one day. I'm just saying, Okay, even like no, I'll be no.
My brother that's gonna be rich. My other brother over here that's gonna be rich. If I get locked up, I just call one of y'all. Hey, come bail me out.
I wouldn't waste that phone call.
That part.
See, homegirl is stupid. Like, because all she needs to do is stay out there, stick it out, get that money from it. But she could get more than 40 million, and that's my point. She's not.
I want the 100. What are
you ain't gonna get it though. How are you gonna get it?
What you mean?
I don't need y'all to agree though. I don't need y'all to agree. What kind of man goes to a woman? See, that's a good question.
Right.
Okay, so
we did a lot of backhanded things. Like you can go and interrogate this a long way. I mean, he stole, he went in her purse, he did all of these things. You gonna give me more than $5 million? That's a slap in the face.
Wait,
I want all my money.
Did the article actually say he stole the money?
If you don't tell me about something, that's called stealing. It's implied. But anyway, okay, we're gonna do this for 5 years. We're gonna do this for 5 years. Anybody have closing? Because we have a game to get to as well, and our host is chilling, waiting for us to bring her on because we do have another guest that's gonna pop in with us as
Feeling
well.
like a villain.
I just don't think he stole that money from her, and she was fine with it when she just got greedy when she heard about that $100 million. Homegirl's greedy. I mean, I can't really blame her. However, I'm just thinking long term because I got
money that she forgot she left over there. So clearly, she knew nothing about that he was using it to place this bet.
And I agree with you. I'm not arguing with that. I'm not negating that. However, all I'm simply saying is homegirl needs to stick it out.
It's implied.
More than $40 million.
I like her.
That's it.
Okay. But okay. We're gonna do this all day. We're gonna do this all day. Excuse me, all night. So okay. So final. Obviously, Ali feels that residual income is more important. Stay and get that money. Randy says get the whole 100 million. I say get half. So we all get different opinions. But hey, that's the beautiful part of being a part of the council. We can all disagree and agree to disagree.
Let's see. You know what? Somebody just pulled up and somebody just commented. Nigeria just commented and said, in closing, I wish I was her right now. I'll take that 5 million plus my 10K and bounce. I'm right there with you, Nigeria, because I ain't gonna argue about something that I know I ain't gonna give.
I am done. So anyway, okay. So as I said before, so that is our Benjamin for your thoughts. As you can see, three different people all had 3 different opinions on that situation. But we're gonna move on because we're gonna be here for 5 years. But not Judge Judy. Hold on a sec. This is Judge Judy. I'm done.
Order in the court.
Okay.
Order in the court.
That's a whole different show. Okay. Anyway, so we have a special guest with us, y'all. Many of y'all, if y'all watch my show on Can We Talk, you're gonna recognize this person. She's a really good friend of mine. Her name is Tiffany. We're gonna play a game, and Miss Tiffany is going to actually help us with this game. So she's gonna be our special guest. So let's add Miss Tiffany. How are you doing today, Tiffany?
Hello.
Hi, Tiffany.
I finally get to meet you. How are you?
Good, good, good.
So this is one of my favorite people. She is a nut. She is stupid. So you know what? I was like, we were all in agreement. She had to be our first person to, sit with us. She is always
so honored.
Hold on. You gonna let her sit with us already? She ain't passed the test.
Oh, okay, so she gets a pass. She don't have to go through
the test a long time ago. I've
that
seen
part.
Her.
That part. Watch any of my episodes.
And I liked you, but you out here like, she ain't passed the test. Well, I've been past the test.
You know what? Just because of that statement, you're cool with me. You passed the test, Tiffany. Welcome
Thank you.
Welcome to the council.
Oh, hello.
I am done. Anyway, so getting to our game, we are going to play a game. Tiffany, you got a couple people saying hey to you. Julia saying hey. Eric is waving at you as well. So you got some fans. Anyway, so the game that we're going to play, and Miss Tiffany is going to be our host, is she is going to throw some words at each of us. If I'm not mistaken, 5 words at each of us. And we're going to respond with the first thing that comes to mind. Now, anybody that knows the 3 of us knows this can be dangerous, so keep us in your prayers, keep us in your thoughts, because
that's scary.
I think I got a good mixture of words, like they're, like pondering words.
Instructions, please.
Huh?
I'm nervous.
Repeat the instructions, please.
Okay, I'm gonna repeat it. Oh, go ahead. You want to do it, Tiffany? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, so you're gonna give me a number. I'm gonna give you the word, and then you tell me the first thing that comes to your mind. And you guys should have 5 tries each. I got 15 words.
Oh, okay.
I text you about it, but you didn't write me back. So here we are live talking about it.
Boom.
So
I like her.
Let's start with Devon. Devon, give me a number 1 to 15.
6.
6 is cockiness.
Me. I'm sorry.
Okay.
No, I got something for that one.
I do too.
Hello. That came out, okay. I am not cocky. I am, what's the word I'm looking for? Confident. I'll put it that way. Confident. Cocky was just, a version of, we're going to move on and, y'all give y'all what y'all got to say too. This is not listening.
So do you all want to respond the same word? Yeah, okay. Let's do that way.
Randy,
Suck
go
my
ahead.
cockiness,
Go ahead.
slick my persuasion.
Literally, I pulled up the song. I swear to God, I literally pulled up the song.
What song? What I missed?
Suck my cockiness, slick my
Lick my
persuasion.
persuasion.
I'm driving.
Riri, of
Rihanna's
course.
cockiness. Like, it's the first thing that pops in my mind.
Right, same.
Second thing that popped in my mind, but I mean, yeah.
I am
My
fully.
mother's not up here, is she?
I don't think so. Mama, if you out there, let us know. Yo, Mama, get off this episode. This ain't for you. This ain't for you. This ain't for you, boo-boo. But anyway, go ahead.
Okay, Randy. 1 to 15.
2.
Strength.
I didn't know my own strength by Whitney Houston.
Yes, hallelujah.
Okay.
Love
Randy.
that song. It's got
Okay,
me-
no, Ali.
Okay. Number 1, I mean, of course.
Yummy.
Girl, you got that yummy, yummy. Justin Bieber, yummy, yummy. I always think
Oh,
about
Jesus.
yummy whenever I hear that. Or going on a wall and doing this.
Okay.
I cannot dance to save my life. Anybody that knows me knows that. So, yeah. But I like yummy.
Devon, we're back at you.
I'm over what just happened, but okay, I'm sorry. Have we said 7 yet?
No, we have not.
Okay.
Bandwagon.
Bandwagon, my haters.
Ooh. Okay. So you want them on or off the bandwagon?
No, they hop on the bandwagon because they don't pay attention enough to really get to know the real me. Thank you very much.
Okay. Randy?
12.
12 is Queen.
You said Queen?
Queen.
My mother.
Okay.
Go
Snap
ahead,
for your
Mama.
mama.
Go ahead,
My
Mom.
queen.
Okay, Ali, tell me. Give me a number.
Number 10.
10 is unconditional.
Unconditional. I think that's Katy Perry, Unconditional. However, there was another thing that came to my mind, but yeah, we're gonna stick to that.
You
Nah,
can't
you
tell
gotta
me for
spell
something
that.
else.
Like, no.
I mean, I thought about relationships when they always say, "Oh, I'm gonna love you unconditionally." Look at us now.
I mean, so I'm gonna just stay on that. Like, if you just weren't like talking about like romantic relationships, because like I love my friends unconditionally. Like the good, the bad, the ugly. Like anyone that knows me knows that I'm a loyal ass person. And if I gotta tell you something, send you to hell and back, I'll tell you and then be like, all right, I'm cool now. We could go on with our day. Like, I'm all right. I feel better.
Yeah,
This is what we love, Tiffany.
that's like our
Yeah.
bond. We have an unconditional bond. Like our brotherhood is like. So yeah,
Word. Okay.
I love them and I can't stand them at the same time.
right back
Isn't
at
that like a great thing, like about siblings, how you could love them and hate them all in the same breath? Like, damn.
Okay.
Like you kill them and then you the first one at the casket crying. Like, I'll be the first one up there, so sad, but I put you there. Stop playing with me.
Oh God.
Okay.
Okay,
My
Devon.
God. A little drastic.
Just a little bit, you know. We went to killing people. I can't.
I don't want to kill y'all. Well, sometimes. But, you know.
I am
You
weak.
know what I'm saying? Okay. Number.
Who's
Devon.
next? I forget.
I think it's Devon.
Devon.
Have we said 1?
Yes, we have.
Okay. 2.
Yes.
Yes.
Do I hear a 3?
Joyful.
Joyful, joyful, Lord, we adore you. God of I can't remember all the words I got.
Oh, song. Is that the only thing that comes to
I
mind?
knew we were gonna do it. I was gonna try to, and then I didn't know the words, so I was like, nah, I'm gonna let him sing by himself. Not today. Not
We
on
do the
live.
rap. Joyful Lord, we adored you. In my life, I'm putting up adored you. And since I was a youngster, I came to know
Go ahead
that
now.
you was the only way to go.
I'm surprised you
Yeah.
know that song because
Okay.
memory.
So this is how you know we may be
I'm
millennials.
watching
but we're
Sister
not-
Act now.
Huh?
After this, once this is over, I'm watching Sister Act.
Right.
Tevin said, "Oh my God, Devon, we're hive mind." Okay, that is the first thing that came to mind. I was joyful. Okay.
Okay, Randy, a number.
5.
Nightclub.
Nightclub.
The first thing I gotta think about it.
Opera.
That
That's
was
the
that
first thing that came to my mind.
too.
What?
Opera night.
Opera.
Oh, I don't go out. I'm sorry. I don't know.
We don't either.
You know, this one gonna be up sometime, and then we're gonna have to go out because I'm going away. But anyway,
Freaking
moving
nightclub
right
in the
along.
living room.
Listen, don't play with my nightclub. I'll be in the bed with the pillows on DJ bed. No, nightclub bed with the DJ pillow 1 and 2. Stop playing.
She's stupid. I'm done.
I'll be at that nightclub all day. But anyway, okay. Ali, give me a number.
I'll take number 8.
Awkward.
Oh, I'm drawing a blank with awkward. I don't know, because I don't think I've ever had an awkward moment. Well,
That's what's up. I've had a lot of awkward moments.
Let me tell you. So I was invited to a friend of mine's apartment at BJ. You know where I'm going with this. And I was there, and their apartment is set up in a way where when you pull in, you have to register your car, and then they give you like a printout, and on there it has the apartment number that you're going to, right? So someone I used to talk to lives in that apartment building that I was visiting another friend, and they actually took a picture of my car and the thing on my car and sent it to me. And it's like, "Oh, I see you were at my building." And I'm like, "Okay, that's creepy."
I'd have been like, "Mind your business. It's not your building. It's your apartment. I can come here if I want to." Like, who the hell died and made you the parking lot police? I would have had some slick shit to say. Don't stand for me.
Mind the business that pays yours.
But
You know what I'm saying?
I said it to DJ. I said, "You know what?"
Devon.
I said to Devon, "So and so lives in this building. Won't it be funny if they see my car?" 2 days afterwards, I got that picture. So yeah, moving on.
I am weak.
Devon, a number.
I feel like we're getting back to the end.
Okay, so I have 4, 9, 11, 13, 14, and 15.
Okay, so I think we have time for everyone to do one more round. Give me 4.
4 is snatched.
Snatch these eyebrows. Do you see them? Do you see them? Do you see them? And they're natural too. You see them. The Lord just blessed me with them. I didn't have to do nothing. You know, the Lord, He just gave it to me. I just brushed it back, and there it was. Snatch.
This way is snatched.
Okay.
Yeah, that cockiness. I mean, that confidence.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Somebody says Ali has all the adventures. No, I don't.
Oh, yes, you do.
If we had a story time, this would get interesting. I'm just saying.
We're going to have to add that to a Sunday, like story time. Story time.
We're gonna need a council after dark for that.
Ooh. Listen,
That
we
part.
already have a few fans that are dying for us to do an after dark, but it couldn't be live.
It's only gonna be invite only. It's only gonna be invite only because I can't afford for certain things to get out.
That
I
part.
hear you. Okay, Randy, a number. I have 9, 11, 13, 14, 15.
Let's go with 15.
Vixen.
A vixen, video vixen.
Ooh.
Give us a name of
Who's
a
your
video.
favorite?
I don't even watch music videos like that to know.
I mean, I wouldn't know a current one either, so I don't know who's hot right now. I know who was hot when, growing up, but
Video vixen. I think like Megan Good,
I
Paul
was-
Patton, those kind of people. Like China, like those kind of people. Even the Black China is kind of dirty.
Yeah, I was gonna say Megan Thee Stallion, but
yo, so that's so
Amber
sad that
Rose.
Black China, I knew her from, like, I didn't know her as a video vixen. I never saw her in a video. Like, she became relevant when she, like, guest starred on the Kardashians for me. Like, and I'm not trying to come for her, but like I just did it. She came on as a friend one show. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Look at this girl. She got shit on her face. That's cool.
Amber Rose is a video vixen.
Yeah. I know Amber Rose.
It counts like an Ollie needs a whole movie. No. Count me.
We're gonna
out.
have to copyright that. Yeah.
Listen,
I am done.
you're gonna be like, he did that? Yeah. Ooh. Listen, you're gonna be surprised.
Oh, see,
Shout
so
out,
you
yo.
know, like after Mia, you don't know before Mia. So yeah, I don't do no more, but I did.
Mia's the daughter, for those that don't know. I can't.
Yeah,
Okay.
Mia's my 3-year-old. She's like the dictator of my life.
The what?
The dictator.
I'm done.
Bro, I had to like push her out the room like to even start this. She was like, but I want to be inside. I'm like, yo, mind your business. You ain't part of this show. Like, take a step back. Yeah. Okay, so we're down to 9, 11, 13, and 14. Ali, your number.
I think we could just do one more and then wrap it up.
We already
Yeah,
said
the
that. Go.
Well,
Where you at?
That part.
number 11.
That
11
blonde,
is
I tell you.
Juicy.
Okay, so that Doja Cat song, I keep it juicy. I eat at lunch, is that what you said? Or plum? The natural booty, but if you can see it from the front, wait till you see it from the back. I ain't got nothing back, but yeah. Juicy. I like that song.
I am too weak.
What was the
Okay.
word?
Is that like
The word
juicy?
was Juicy.
Okay.
He was like, damn, nobody said nothing. Did I say
I know
or
that
think the
song.
wrong word?
I know that song. I just don't know all the words.
I don't know that song.
I'm just a big kid, so I was thinking juicy juice. I got thirsty. I can't even lie. Like, you know, it's just where I went.
I can't.
Or, you
I
know,
thought
back in the
they
day
had
when
juicy
people used to
fruit.
wear those pants that had juicy on their butt.
Mhm.
All the velour pants, yeah.
I couldn't
See,
stand
I
all of that.
agree. This is rigged. Ali gets all the freak words. I agree. I completely agree.
Wow, you
I
picked
really
the
do.
number. Wow.
I'm weak.
I
That's
really
exactly why I didn't want to read it off. I was like, let me let them pick and, you know, let fate tell its story. I'm sorry, Ali. You like the freaky numbers. Like, that's not my fault. You picked them.
I was set up. Power to you.
I am too done. Well, Tiffany, I have got to say thank you so much for coming on here. You made this game. I knew you were going to be a perfect host because, man, you are stupid in a good way. I love you. You are amazing. You're funny as I don't know what. That's why I love having you up here because you fit in with the council. I knew this was going to be a fit for, you know, a perfect fit. This is going to be amazing. So,
Yeah,
thank you so
perfect
much
fit
for-
from the beginning. See,
So before you go,
somebody want to throw shade and be like, hey,
ask the question before you go, even though we've already answered it. Can she sit with us? DJ,
Heck yeah.
Randy,
Duh.
Ali. I have to think about that. Hell yeah! Welcome to the
Where-
show.
I am
Ooh.
done.
Thank you, Tiffany. We really appreciate it.
thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure.
It was
Thank you,
nice to
ma'am.
virtually meet you. Officially.
Listen, this phone ain't gonna be around forever. And if not, we just gonna have to go to the park and social distance there.
We can
But
make
it's
it
going
work.
down.
We can make it
That
work.
part.
But thank you so much, Tiffany. We will see you later. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for spending time with us and all that good. We'll go take you down and all that stuff. But we just want to say, so we are way over time. But you know what? It is what it is. Everybody's been loving it. This episode is awesome. It's been the response. So hey, we got lengthy, but it is what it is. So, but anyway, love this episode. We're getting hearts and all that good stuff. So first of all, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate you guys, you know, spending time with the council, sitting with us in this episode and all that good stuff. Make sure that you go follow all of our social media accounts. You can follow me, Devon Devin, anywhere, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Instagram, all that good stuff. Frankly, let everybody know where they can follow you as well, and I'll leave you the same.
Randy.
Oh, at Randy Lamonte.
I'm done. Go ahead.
You can find me on Instagram at Alejandro Ale__Andro27. It's right there. So that's it. And then make sure you follow our Instagram page, The Council Bros.
There's nothing on it, but we're gonna eventually have something on there.
It's on it.
Yeah, when someone decides to do something with it.
Well,
We
there's
won't name no names,
stuff
but
on
he
it.
has blonde hair.
That part, the ones this direction, one this direction. But
It is Council Bros. That's TheCouncilBros. The Council Bros.
it's also at the bottom.
You can also find our episodes on YouTube as well. Please go over there and start subscribing, like, share, all that good stuff. Back to you, DJ.
And make sure that you share this episode. You guys say you enjoyed this. Make sure you share this episode. Anybody else that you think will enjoy this. Basically, the purpose of this was three brothers getting to show that we as Black men can get together, enjoy each other, have fun, and not, all the stereotypical things that people try to say we are, or whatever the case may be. We wanted to let you guys in on we have a bros night. So this is like our bros night. This is how we are naturally, normally. We just wanted to let everybody else in on our bros night. But once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate everybody. Is there anything else y'all want to say before we go?
We will see you guys in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
See you guys in 2 weeks. And yeah, so we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. And hope everybody has a blessed evening. See you guys later. Bye.
Bye.